Giving you a wonderful walking tour of this stage. This is our second stage for the day. Shooter begins standing in start box, pistol loaded with only one round. No magazine inserted and held at low ready. Confirmed empty rifle slung. 180 does not apply to rifle until loaded later. At buzzer, shooter will fire their one round out of their pistol at that pistol steel. As there is no magazine, the pistol slide will now be closed. Shooter will then dry fire that now empty pistol pointed downrange. When the pistol clicks, they will reholster their pistol. They will then run this way. Remember, both guns are unloaded at this point. Once you cross the blue fault line, they will then load their rifle. The 180 is now in play for the rifle. You will not break the 180 once you've loaded your rifle. Shooter will engage all paper targets with their rifle from outside of this structure. Shooter will then place their rifle safely on the table, draw and reload their pistol, and neutralize all knockdown pistol targets. We have been told that the very large pistol target is very hard to knock down. The last squad ran it as you must knock it down. If you don't knock it down, you'll eventually par out. So what we've been told is just drill that thing till it goes over. Why did I do that? Miss.
The thing is, I don't tell people I'm going to do something, but I'm not going to.
All right, so this was our second stage. This one was a mix of pistol and rifle, which was really CQB rifle. Close paper real fast.
Close. Well, mostly close, yeah.
Yeah, mostly close. I mean, there was one target, like 20 yards?
Yeah, 20 yards with the hostage. Everything else was very close.
So what surprised me is, I think what got you on this one, quite honestly, is you just went a little faster than you should have.
Yep.
Same thing happened with the pistol and the rifle.
I considered taking a third shot on that long paper and didn't.
Yep.
Maybe I should have.
So once again, we had pretty much the exact same time. It was like 85 seconds each or something.
Yeah, we were about 1 second apart, and then I got 11 seconds in penalties.
Yeah, well, because you had a mic on the steel.
No explanation for that. I thought I had a good sight picture.
And then you had one bad shot on paper.
Yeah.
So this is all boils down. Again, with these kind of guns, there's not really room, there's no room for error.
Right.
Once you throw the arrow, it's out there and it's over with. Like with an AR, you just catch back up.
Right.
But once you
don't
throw
do
the
that with
shot,
bolt action.
yeah, and the sight pictures are rough. I mean, you got a better sight picture, but
I didn't use my sights for about half of this.
oh, really?
On the rifle, those last couple of targets,
Yep.
especially the last one, no, I just fired it. I looked over the rifle.
Did you do that on the long? Well, the 20-yard paper.
No.
You used
No,
sights
I
on
got a
that.
sight picture.
Okay.
And I did aim for the head. I just hit slightly just outside the head.
So I had roughly the same time. I just was a little. I actually intentionally went slower to have better hits, and I think I shot this clean. So I shot it with no penalties. We shot it at the same time. You had some penalties, so yeah, not really.
Well, and we have this same thing again with capacity,
yes.
where we both loaded 2 clips, but you did them both at the same time, which is a little bit faster than stopping twice to load 1 clip each time.
Well, it's not just faster. I think what's interesting about that is it's less likely to interrupt you when you're in the moment.
Yeah, you get to load the rifle fully and then complete the stage with it, which is less disruptive than shoot half the stage, then reload, and then shoot another half.
I mean, that's the legitimate tactical advantage, and we saw a lot of people doing stuff like trench magazines and stuff, trying to gain the capacity of the Enfield.
Yeah.
So the Enfield did bring that to the table.
In fact, the Germans tried to introduce a new version of the Gewehr 98 with detachable large capacity box magazines
Oh yeah.
during World War I, but they never quite had the logistics or the money to pull it off.
Did they ever issue any of those?
No.
No. So they made them, but never.
They never even manufactured them in quantity. They were prototypes only.
Wow. Imagine that in World War II with a detachable magazine and a ZF-41. You've got a true scout.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
What the Germans found after the war, though, was that it didn't really matter what the capacity of your bolt action was. It was never going to be equal to a semi-auto.
And that's a given.
And yeah.
All right, so we got 2 more to go. Hopefully this is interesting. Kind of not really a huge difference here so far.
No, and your rifle's still working.
I have not had any malfunctions yet in this Enfield, so this
I will charge ahead when your rifle catastrophically fails you at some point on the last 2 stages.
to stay with the status quo of 2-gun, this Enfield has to break on the other 2 stages somehow.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
My opportunity.
All right, let's go.